Mr. Speaker, will you please call the House to order?
The House will come to order. In the absence of clergy, let us pause for a moment of silence. Visitors are invited to join the members in the Pledge of Allegiance. A quorum being present, the clerk will read the journal of Monday, January 25th. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I move to dispense with a further reading of the Journal of Monday, January 25th, and that the same stand approved.
Without objection, so ordered. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, thank you, sir. Before I begin with our schedule for the day, let me note a couple of things that have happened on January 26th in the annals of time. For instance, on this date in 1784, the great Benjamin Franklin wrote a letter to his daughter expressing his unhappiness that the eagle was being named as the symbol of our nation. He rather felt that the national symbol should have been the turkey. So I note that. On this day in 1961, President Kennedy appointed Dr. Janet Travell to be his physician, making her the first woman to ever hold the appointment as physician to the president. And 11 years ago today, President George W. Bush appointed the first female African-American United States Secretary of State in Condoleezza Rice. So with those historical notes, let me describe briefly our schedule for the day. Members will note they have a main calendar on their desks. After introductions and any housekeeping, we will continue our work beginning with consent on page 11, calendar number 61. Majority members should be aware that there will be the need for a party conference once our session has been completed on the floor in our work. I understand the minority will not need a conference, but I will continue to check with them and advise members if that changes. So with that as a general outline, Mr. Speaker, I note there are a number of introductions. We could take those up in any housekeeping you have at this time.
Certainly, we will start with housekeeping, Mr. Morelli. On a motion by Mr. Lenthal, page 8, calendar number 38, bill number 596, amendments are received and adopted. On a motion by Mr. Kim, page 18, calendar number 113, bill number 2430, amendments are received and adopted. And a motion by Mr. Moya, page 28, calendar number 176, bill number 4311, amendments are received and adopted. For the purposes of an introduction, Ms. Corwin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing me to interrupt the proceedings. I had a conversation once, not too long ago, with a former member of this House who had gone on to Congress, and she said to me, she said, the best friendships you ever have, you will make while you're in the Assembly. And I know that to be true because I have here today one of my closest friends who I met and became friends with in the Assembly, and that's Assemblywoman Annie Rabbit. As you all know, she used to represent Orange and Rockland counties for more than 10 years, and now she's moved on to become county clerk in Orange County. And it's so great to have her here. You know, she's heard the story, you got to stay away to make sure that people miss you, and she has been away, and so it's great to have her here to say hello to everyone. So, and also she is here accompanied by some other people from her county clerk staff. Marie Steets, who's her former chief of staff, and also Kelly Askew are here visiting the Capitol. So if you could please extend the cordialities of the House to my good friend Annie Rabbit.
Certainly. Mr. Brabenek on the same subject.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's also a pleasure to welcome my good friend Annie Rabbit here to Albany. I've learned a lot from her over the years as she was my state assemblywoman, and also now as my predecessor. She has done great things for the residents of Orange County and Rockland County throughout the years. She continues to do wonderful things, and I continue to learn from her every day. So thank you very, very much for everything that you do, Annie.
Certainly, on behalf of Ms. Corwin, Mr. Bravenek, the Speaker, and all the members, Assemblywoman, it is so good to have you back. It is a pleasure to have you with us. As a former member, you always have the privileges of the floor. We understand you're doing great work in your home counties, and that we were sure was going to happen, but you're missed, and we do miss you. We miss that bright smile and that intelligent mind. And to your guests, we also extend the privileges of the floor to you and hope that you have enjoyed your trip here to Albany today. Thank you, and always be welcome to come back, and not so long. Come back sooner. Mr. Steck, for purposes of an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm very pleased to introduce to the body today the River Run Community Montessori School in Niskayuna, New York. This school opened its doors in 2008 and has only about 40 students following the teachings of the well-known educator Maria Montessori. They are very interested in government. I'm very pleased today that they can come and watch the very basic unit of democracy in New York State, the New York State Assembly at work. So thank you very much for welcoming them today.
Certainly, on behalf of Assemblymember Steck, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome this marvelous school here to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you the privileges of the floor, and we hope that you will enjoy the proceedings. Thank you so very much for joining us. Mr. Thiel for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's my pleasure also to rise for the purposes of an introduction to introduce to the body a longtime friend of mine from Long Island who many years ago also used to wander the halls of this Capitol as a legislative assistant to my predecessor, John Behan. His name is Kevin McCrudden, and he's gone on to bigger and greater things. He is the president of his own not-for-profit called Motivate America. And yesterday on the floor, we passed a resolution honoring one of his achievements, which is the 15th anniversary of establishing National Motivation and Inspiration Day in New York. We've done that for 15 years. It was born in the aftermath of 9/11, that Americans should take the spirit of what Americans learned from 9/11 and go forth and do good things in their state and in their community. And Kevin has been the one who has helped to spearhead that over the last 15 years. He's been a great friend. He's doing a great job with his not-for-profit organization. He's a recently published author also, and he's just been a great motivation, not to just me, but to many people in the state of New York. I should point out also that he's from Smithtown. He is actually Assemblyman Mike Fitzpatrick's constituent. But I would ask that on behalf of all the Long Island delegation, you welcome Kevin to the chamber today.
Certainly, Mr. Thiel. On behalf of Mr. Thiel, the Long Island delegation, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome you here to the New York State Assembly, sir, and commend you on the work that you have done to improve the ability for this state to recover and heal after that awful event. You are extended the privileges of the floor. Please be welcome anytime you come back. Thank you for your work. Mr. Santa Barbara for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing me to interrupt the proceedings for the purposes of an introduction. Today, I'm very pleased to introduce members of the American Red Cross team visiting us here in Albany. We have with us regional CEOs Gary Stryer, Rosie Taravella, and Josh Lockwood. Also, Divisional Disaster Officer Tom Vitulo is here, and numerous members of the Red Cross team have joined us. And we all know the Red Cross plays a vital role in our community. Their mission is to alleviate human suffering. They serve our communities each and every day. Last year, with the help of more than 13,000 volunteers across the state, the Red Cross responded to more than 4,000 local disasters, which translates to nearly 10 per day. In doing so, they helped nearly 6,600 New York families. The organization also continues to prepare our families for the worst and have trained nearly 60,000 people in emergency preparedness programs through the Citizens Preparedness Corps, Pillowcase Project, and Home Fire Campaign. In their ongoing effort to save lives in New York, the Red Cross collected about 345,000 units of blood in 2015, and they also handled more than 3,500 cases through their service to the Armed Forces Program. Mr. Speaker, if you would please welcome them to the chamber and extend to them all the cordialities of the House.
Certainly. Ms. Russell on the same subject.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I too want to extend my welcome to the representatives from the American Red Cross. We are also joined by the Executive Director of the North Country Chapter, Jane Gendron, and I'd like to recognize her and all the work she does on behalf of the North Country community as well as the rest that are assembled here today.
Certainly. Mr. Saladino on the same subject.
Thank you. I, too, would like to recognize and thank the members of this fine organization, the Red Cross. Many of us have constituents who have suffered through the greatest natural disaster to hit the United States in the country's history, Superstorm Sandy. Two of us have had our own homes destroyed in this terrible storm. And on a personal note, those long, cold days of trying to deal in the aftermath of this storm for our constituents and my own home, some of the best warm meals I had were served by the Red Cross. Your efforts, your commitment, and your concern for others is unparalleled. And we spoke about recovering and healing in the wake of disasters. Your efforts to assist the people of this state must be thanked and appreciated in every way. And I feel very privileged to add to today's appreciation of all you do. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Certainly. On behalf of Mr. Santa Barbara, Ms. Russell, Mr. Saladino, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome you here to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you the privilege of the floor and our hearty, deeply thought welcome and thanks for the work that you've done to protect New Yorkers and to protect the human beings that live here. Thank you so very much. Mr. Santa Barbara, for another introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Also joining us here today, we are fortunate to have several presidents of community colleges in the area. The president of Schenectady County Community College, Dr. Steady Mano, is here joining us, along with Paula Olhouse, also from Schenectady County Community College, and president of Hudson Valley Community College, Drew Matanak, is here as well. These community colleges are doing amazing work in our communities. I'm happy that they're visiting us here in Albany and happy to recognize them here today. Mr. Speaker, if you would welcome them and extend to them all the cordialities of the House.
Certainly. On behalf of Mr. Santa Barbara, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome these great educators to the New York State Assembly, to the People's House. We thank you for the work that you've done educating our children and our young adults and our seniors in junior colleges. I know that exists. Please continue that work. We are more than happy to have you. We will always be available to you in that effort. Thank you. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, thank you, sir. If we could go to page 3 of the main calendar and begin with Assembly Resolution 911 by Ms. Fahey.
Clerk will read.
Resolution number 911, Ms. Fahey. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim January 31st, 2016 as Omphalocele Awareness Day in the state of New York in conjunction with the observance of National Omphalocele Awareness Day.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir. Thank you. If we can now begin consenting. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on one second. I understand there is one additional introduction we'd like to make before we begin.
Mr. McDonald, for the purposes of an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today we'll be passing a resolution celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Sage Colleges. The Sage College is located at its home base in the city of Troy, where they have a 4-year program for all women, dealing with many different degrees, particularly liberal arts, but also professional degrees. But also, they have the Albany campus, which my colleague, Member Fahey, is pleased to represent. Mr. Speaker, we'd like to ask that you extend all the cordialities of the House and recognize this great institution that is providing service for over 100 years throughout the Capital Region and beyond.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. McDonald, Ms. Fahey, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome you here to the New York State Assembly and commend you on 100 years of great service to the community and to the state. Thank you for that. We hope you will continue and give us another good 100 years. Thank you so very much. And one more piece of housekeeping on a motion by Ms. Titus, page 44, calendar number 277, bill number 7257. Amendments are received and adopted. And now, Mr. Morelli.
Thank you, sir. If we could turn our attention to page 11 of the main calendar and begin consenting with calendar number 61 by Mr. Gant.
Clerk will read.
Assembly 1258, calendar number 61, Mr. Gant, an act to amend the Vehicle and Traffic Law.
Read the last section.
This act shall take effect on the 90th day.
Clerk will record the vote. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Before I make a comment, I do want to acknowledge one of our former colleagues on the floor has joined us today, a member of the New York City Council, and we're delighted to see our former colleague Inez Barron is in the House. If you please extend the cordialities of the House to her, sir.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Morelli, Mr. Barron, we welcome you, Assemblywoman, back to the New York State Assembly. Please accept our gracious gift to have you with us, and let your husband know that we own you up here more than he does when she's here. Thank you so very much. Always good to have you. And now, Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're always happy to have a Baron in the House, or two, as it turns out today. I want to remind colleagues it's our first vote of the day, so members should cast their votes, and those who are within the sound of my voice, please come to the chambers so we can cast our first vote of the day, sir.
First vote of the day, members. If you hear my voice, please come to the chamber and vote. Are there any other votes? Announce the results.
Ayes 116, noes 2.
The bill is passed.
Assembly 1259, calendar number 62, Ms. Titus, an act to amend the executive law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 1279, calendar number 63, Mr. Cahill, an act to amend the tax law.
Read the last section.
This act shall take effect January 1st.
Clerk will record the vote. Because we signed the bill. We passed it first, and then it goes to the Senate. Yes. Are there any other votes? Announce the results.
Ayes 109, noes 0.
The bill is passed.
Assembly 1295, calendar number 64, Mr. Simberwitz, an act to amend the public health law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 1321, calendar number 65, Ms. Pullen, an act to amend Chapter 345 of the laws of 2013.
Read the last section.
This act shall take effect May 1st.
Clerk will record the vote.